right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 3rd of June. We're taking down a bunch of stuff from 100 Acre tonight. You know, Fridays are special. We have more once-in-a-lifetime tastings on Friday night than any other night. Actually, this one is on Thursday night, the 9th of June. I think I had something planned on the 10th or something. And yeah, you know, June's a time I'm going to take a little bit of time off. You'll see a little break in the schedule there. It's when I go to visit my little brother. And then another little break in July when we're off to New Zealand. But we got a lot of great once-in-a-lifetime tastings to do with you, our wine drinking people. Before that, like this vintage Spanish tasting, like I said yesterday, we have dubbed this week Spanish Wine Week here at Wine Watch. And this is a tasting, well, we had to reschedule. I can tell you, it's been one of the greatest once-in-a-lifetime tastings we've done the last couple of years. An eye-opener for some people that don't realize that Spanish wines can age this long. I remember last year, the vintage 1950 Burburano Rioja, the wine of the night. This little-known producer bested big names like Vega Sicilia and the Lermita from Alvaro Palacio. So we've got mostly Rioja on the table this evening. We don't have anything from the Priorato. And we've got stuff going back to 54, the Aje Fuenmayor Gran Reserva, other great vintages like 1970. We've got the 78 Torres Gran Coronas, which is a Cabernet Sauvignon from the Penedès. That's the only thing that kind of sticks out in this lineup to me, but everything else, 1982 La Rioja Alta 904, one of the legendary wines, been made for over 100 years. Hard to believe that this light and elegant wine made with Tempranillo basically can age for 50 years. You know, these wines, deceptive when they're young because they don't have the big tannins of the Bordeaux's. More like Burgundies as they get old. They have a wonderful freshness to them. And like I said, we just have a bevy of some of the greatest producers' wines on the table. But I guess Riojanas 1987, Cune 1990, and the 94 Gran Reserva Imperial, the 2004 vintage of this wine, the first Spanish wine ever to get the Wine Spectator's #1 wine of the year. Well, this 94 is another legendary vintage. As good, if not better than 2004. We've got 1994 Pesquera Janus, one little Ribera del Duero, and the Muga, the Torre Muga, 1995. So we have got everything's 20 years or older, going all the way back to the 1954 vintage. Some legendary stuff from Rioja mostly, but we got a couple other ringers thrown in there. So all the wines in outstanding vintage. This is the 54, man. The fill looks like a new bottle of wine. So check it out. Everything we're going to be drinking on Thursday, June 9th, here at the store at our vintage Spanish wine tasting. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.